Sherrod Blakely, Comcast Sportsnet. Isaiah, it's unusual for us to see the box score and see 13 points from you. What were they doing defensively that was maybe a little different, or they tweaked from maybe games 1 and 2?
They had 3 guys on me, so I couldn't really do anything. I mean, I'll make the adjustments, it's fine. They were very aggressive in pick and rolls and me coming off down screens and things like that, and we didn't adjust in the game. I don't think we did a good job of screening and getting not just myself open, but anybody else open on our team on the offensive end. So we got to do a way better job on that. But, I mean, other than that, they did what they were supposed to do. They hit first, they set the tone, and then the refs couldn't control the game after that.
Isaiah, were they bringing it from different places, like baseline, top side? Where were they bringing all the help from?
I mean, they were just showing more people. Like games 1 and 2, it was once I could get past the second guy, it was kind of open. So they probably had a point of emphasis of clogging the lane when he comes off pick and roll, show 2 or 3 guys. And, I mean, as they should. But I mean, it won't happen again. We'll make the adjustments as a team. I'll watch film. I'll make the adjustments as myself and see where I can pick them apart. But they did a really good job tonight, though. On both ends of the floor, they set the tone.
Steve Weiner from the AP to your left. How difficult was it to play in a game like that that was so physical and had so many fouls and the kind of the tensions that rose as the game went on?
I mean, I guess that's playoff basketball. It was physical the first 2 games as well. It didn't seem like they can control it this game for whatever reason, but we'll bounce back. I mean, they had a lot more energy than we did, and they played a really good game.
Sherrod Blakely again. Isaiah, you're used to teams trying to go at you offensively with bigger guys, but it seemed this was one of the few nights where, like Otto Porter specifically, he really seemed to have a lot of success. Why was he able to have the kind of success that he has scoring?
On me? I think he backed me down twice and scored twice. Bogdanovic backed me down once, he scored. And they tried to do it with Bill, and it didn't really work. But, I mean, I had 2 fouls, so they were definitely trying to get me my 3rd. But it's adjustments they made. They wanted to go at me, but it definitely wasn't as much as it looked like. But we'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Isaiah, Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. Did you feel like you just never seemed to get in any kind of rhythm? I know you talk about their defense, but did you just feel like you never got into your game?
I mean, obviously not. I didn't. At the beginning of the game, they just showed so many guys on me when I was coming off. I was just trying to make the right play. But, I mean, next game, I got to be more aggressive. I can't, whatever they do, I can't worry about what they're doing. But like I told my guys in the locker room, we got to continue to be who we are. We got to continue to set screens and get guys open, even if they're calling offensive fouls on the screens. We just got to adjust. And I think we didn't do a good job of that on the offensive end. And then on top of letting them do whatever they want on their offensive end.
And can you take us through a little bit of the halftime situation with the teeth?
They came out. So I had to get them back in.
Isaiah, back here to your right. Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com here. In the middle of a potential 7-game series, this is kind of where things really start to heat up and teams really start to grow a dislike for one another. Obviously, there was an ejection tonight, a bunch of technicals during the second half. How can you guys as a group prevent any of that stuff from spilling over into Game 4 and beyond?
I mean, honestly, if it happens, it happens. I mean, it's the playoffs, but we got to control ourselves a little better. But the refs got to control the game as well. I mean, we can't do it all, but we just got to hit first. They hit us first. They have more energy than us, and usually the team that hits first and is more physical, the refs allow them to be more physical throughout the whole game. So we got to make the adjustments. We got to tip our hat off to the Wizards. They played a really good game on both ends of the floor, and they were the aggressor tonight.
Abby Chin, CSN. Isaiah, can you just expand on what's going on with your teeth and what kind of stuff are you dealing with right now?
They're temporary, so I mean, if they get hit, they might crack, they might come out. So I can't get any permanent teeth in until the season's over. So, but I mean, it is what it is.
More dental? Will you require more dental surgery as this series goes on? I mean, tomorrow.
I'm staying out the dentist, so you might see me with no teeth.
Isaiah, Mike Wise, ESPN's The Undefeated. When you say that the referees needed to have better control of the game, what exactly were the Wizards being able to get away with that, for instance, they weren't in 1 and 2?
I mean, Avery Bradley's a first-team all-defender. He doesn't get the respect he should get on that end of the floor. We're playing just as physical as them, but we're the ones getting all the fouls calls on us. I'm not saying they're the reason why the game was like that. It wasn't. They were the aggressor. They played a better overall game than us, so you got to tip your hat off to them. But, I mean, we've been playing the same way all year, and we call ourselves a defensive team, but if the other team's being aggressive too, I mean, they foul every now and then as well as we do. So I just feel like it should be a little more even. But, I mean, that's the playoffs. I mean, you can't blame anybody. We gotta play a lot better. You could do 2 more questions then.
Isaiah, where were you at when Oubre charged Kelly Olynyk, and what's your take on that? And can that change this series, or what? Can you give us your synopsis?
I don't know what he was doing. I mean, the screens we've been setting, especially in the front court or in the back court, for the most part, I feel like they've been legal. It's just those guys fall, and then the refs call offensive foul. I don't know why he reacted like that. I mean, especially to Kelly. Like, Kelly's not trying to make anybody mad. Not to put anything on Kelly, but he's just not like that. But I guess you could pick and choose who you want to do that to.
Isaiah, Mike Pratt, SB Nation. Even in the games that you guys have played against these guys in the regular season, they've been maybe not this chippy, but still quite chippy. What is it about the Wizards that brings this sort of chippiness out of both of you guys whenever you play?
We don't like them, and they don't like us. That's just what it is. 2 teams competing. Whatever bad blood we've had in the season is carried over to the playoffs. But we're just competing and trying to win. And they did that today. We took care of business at home. Now we just gotta try to get game 4.